Foods Company is one of the leading companies in the production of breakfast cereals. Look for their products in stores near you. Golden Food Products, distributed in Belize exclusively by Racina's Imports. Global Steel Services is a state-of-the-art metal fabrication plant. They manufacture precision-made metal parts for construction, cladding, sheet metal, sign supplies, and many other uses. They make purlins and metal decking of any size. They specialize in customizing any structure to suit your unique needs. Visit them at 42.5 miles on the George Price Highway or give them a call at 671-4118. Global Steel Services, leading the way in steel structures in Belize.
At WestTrack Belize City, we are looking to help you save both your time and money. We've also improved our stock levels to ensure we have everything you might need for your automotive or agricultural needs. Additionally, WestTrack has added heavy-duty and industrial parts to keep your trucks and equipment running. At WestTrack Belize City, we understand that your time is important, so we want to bring our services to you at your convenience. Now you can simply send us a message on WhatsApp or Facebook, and we will be right there to help with any questions you may have.
I wear my mask to protect my fellow Belizeans.
I wear my mask to protect the elders.
I wear my mask to protect my baby.
I wear my mask so we can get back to school.
A mask to protect nurses and doctors.
To protect my unborn child.
The people that compromise immune system.
Ni usarish pat balku rating ak alekbib ut heb hin common.
One Korea, we are very happy. One against.
大家的安全，我们应该都戴口罩。
मैं अपना मास्क मेरे काम पे और हर जगह जिधर मैं जाती हूँ मैं पहनती हूँ अपने, दूसरों और अपने परिवार की रक्षा के लिए.
Porque me cuido y cuido a los demás, también uso la máscara cuando hago ejercicio.
Did you know that in 15 years, you can have your child's college fund secured? Call a Sagicor agent today to learn more. Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life.
I had a really good time tonight.
So did I.
Life moves fast. Be prepared with Sagicor. Learn more at sagicorlife.com.
Good morning and welcome to Morning Matters. This morning is going to be quite an interesting morning. We have three interesting people on set this morning. First, we're going to start with Dr. Palacio, considering he invited the other two guests. Dr. Palacio, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Rhonda. I think this is a very good way to begin the November month, the celebration of the arrival of our people to Belize, but also the great contribution that they have made over the years to this wonderful country, and also in honor of solidarity with all Belizeans as we transform, hence the name of my art piece, Transformation, which I think is a very important topic. And my other two colleagues will also be speaking to that as we usher in the piece that is the embodiment of our transformation as a people. By training, I'm a veterinarian. That's how I make my living. But I also have a passion for art, and I've been doing different types of artistic expressions over the years, including writing of novels, poetry, prose, movie script, and also I do sculpting in different mediums. And we will be witnessing one of my wood sculptures shortly as it is unveiled.
And then we have a lady in the room. Her name is Frida Paulina Sidorov. Mrs. Sidorov, good morning and welcome.
Good morning. It's a pleasure as well as an honor to be here to speak on transformation. I am the founder and producer of the Garifuna International Indigenous Film Festival, with a focus on the preservation of indigenous cultures. I was born in Punta Gorda pull it over. I've been living abroad for since the 70s. I am Garifuna, and so regardless of where I was born, I represent all countries.
Now we have Elmer Enriquez. Elmer only speaks, well, I don't know if he only speaks Garifuna and Spanish, but I know that he doesn't speak English. And because I only speak English, I'm going to have to ask Dr. Palacio to communicate with him for us. So kindly, maybe you can translate my questions. I want him to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about himself.
Buen día, buena tarde para todos. Para mí es un gusto estar en este festival de films. Mi nombre es Elmer Mauricio Enríquez Bermúdez de Livingston, Guatemala. Como se los decía, gracias por la invitación y estoy dispuesto a estar con ustedes hoy día para poder tener la participación en este Garifuna Festival Films. Muchísimas gracias por la invitación nuevamente. Es grato llevar las diferentes voces a diferentes partes del mundo. Yo soy escritor e investigador garífuna de Guatemala. También me he desenvuelto en diferentes medios, tanto en los medios de comunicación, asimismo también en diferentes medios de instancias públicas de Guatemala.
This morning we want to talk about your piece, but we also want to talk about the Garifuna culture and its people. I would like to start with Frida, if I may. Frida, why was it important for you to start a film festival for the Garifuna people?
The purpose of starting this film festival, foremost, I must acknowledge the guidance that I had received in order for it to manifest, foremost. It is urgent that we are our own storytellers, that others who seem to take privilege in sharing our stories always claim to be the authors of an entitlement to using us then as their products or ideals. And so for me as a producer, for me as a writer, for me as an executive officer of this film festival, offers or allows for planting of seeds. It's a way of investing, it's a way of nurturing my people, my community, to be able to say that you have the tools within you that someone else doesn't need to be able to say that they're coming to you to be able to share your story, that you are the authors of your own story.
I like that. You said you left Belize when it was in the 70s, quite a while ago. How were you able to hold on to your culture?
Well, you know what? Foremost, what's the value that I received was to be nurtured with a sense of pride in who I am. That Garifuna was my first language, is my first language. That being a gift as well as an honor, that to say that I am Garifuna isn't just because it's the month of November.
And I'm gonna come back to you because I feel like we have a lot of talking to do. But I also want now to move to Elmer. Why is it important for him to go the extra mile in terms of writing the story and spread the word?
Because when we
Okay.
look at Mauricio, we can tell that he is a Garifuna man. Why is that not?
Yeah.
Bueno, gracias por esa pregunta. Es una magnífica pregunta para lo que ha ido mi carrera, para responderla correctamente. Usted me dice si vamos despacio con la traducción para que usted me dirá.
Okay, he's very happy for that question, and Rhonda, and he thinks it's a very, very interesting question. And he will go ahead to give you some more details, and we're going to do it together so I don't get lost in the translation. Sigue.
Yes.
Ok, yo he tomado ese camino porque pocos líderes lo han tomado acá en nuestro medio. No hablo solo de Livingston, estoy hablando de toda Guatemala, porque hay garífunas que radican en otros municipios de Guatemala. Y si bien es cierto que escribir sobre la cultura, trabajar sobre la cultura y denunciar las cosas que a nosotros nos afectan es muy arriesgado para la vida de cada persona aquí en Guatemala.
Okay, espera. He said that leaders are really and truly few, and the whole idea of writing about abuses, for example, and writing about anything that will essentially uplift the Garifuna people is a risky job. So you put your life in danger whenever you write and denounce those issues that negatively impact on the culture. But he has taken that road and he will continue on that journey. Sigue, Mauricio.
Dentro de las instituciones públicas, si hablamos de la pública, estamos hablando del sistema de gobierno aquí en Guatemala. Yo tengo una experiencia de haber laborado 16 años, 12 en las municipalidades, 1 en el Tribunal Supremo Electoral. También me postulé como candidato para gobernación, siempre con el
Okay,
enfoque.
so he has worked for over 16 years with the municipality and government agencies.
Why is it dangerous, and is the risk worth the reward?
El fruto de las acciones que hemos logrado el reconocimiento del pueblo garífuna en 1990.
First of all, it's a recognition for the Garifuna people themselves.
Ejemplo, en el censo, en el último censo, salimos muy poquitos garífunas como parte de la invisibilización que el gobierno de Guatemala ha tenido a nuestros pueblos. Entonces, el censo figuramos el 1.2% en cuanto sabemos de que llegamos como garífunas al 5%, pero este trabajo estructural de la discriminación y el racismo.
So there's quite a bit of discrimination and racism. For example, they were listed at like about 1%, when in fact they were like closer to 5%. So he has found out that they're trying to make the Garifuna people invisible. And that is something that is concerning to him and also the Garifuna nation.
El riesgo.
¿Y por qué es peligroso?
Ok, lo peligroso es que cuando aquí en Guatemala se pelean los derechos
When you fight for your rights in Guatemala,
o colectivos,
either individual or collective, you are persecuted.
Es que mandan a matar a la persona. Ejemplo está mi señor padre, peleando sus derechos.
For example, they kill people. In this particular case, his father was killed for being an activist.
Ya fue
And that's recent.
Fue ultimado este marzo 5 de este
So
año.
on March 5th, he was killed this year.
I'm sorry.
Eso es lo peligroso aquí en Guatemala. Eso es lo
So
peligroso.
that's the danger.
With that as his reality, why does he continue, knowing that that could also be the reality for his immediate family as well? What we're going to do, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll be coming back with Mauricio's response.
Belize Rural Central is tired of the neglect. There has been no development in the education sector. Land distribution is non-existent, except for cronies. We have no affordable housing programs, no creation of employment, and our health system is lacking, and the crime rate just keeps going up. Where are all the promises you made to the people? As a matter of fact, where have you been? We are all tired of this. It's been enough. On elections day, we will vote blue because we have the power of change in our hands.
Lowen's Hardware in Placencia invites you to discover how affordable the distinctive look of quartz, granite, quartzite, and marble could be. With the best prices in Belize, far more styles to choose from, and over 80 colors, everyone from homeowners to hotel owners have turned to the experts at Lowen's Hardware for excellent craftsmanship and personalized service.
To me, granite is nature's painting, and I love my new countertops.
Contact us today at 523-4223 for your free estimate, or visit us on the Placencia Road in the Maya Beach area. Please note that we install and deliver countrywide. Lowen's Hardware, home of distinction, fabrication, and installation.
La Isla Carinosa Key Carker and La Isla Bonita San Pedro, how do you like your chicken? Quality style? Always finger licking. It's a big splash for the kids. In fact, the whole family. Feed dinner tea. Quality poultry products are the cleanest and tastiest. #1 in innovation. Always looking out for our beloved Belizeans with unbeatable promotions. Now delivering straight to the Keys in our newly built boat, guaranteeing freshness and top quality poultry products. Quality poultry products. This the Hawaii chicken.
I chose Galen because of its strong reputation, great scholarships.
I came because I can take all my classes online.
Because Galen University opens doors to the outside world. Their course offering in tourism.
It gives you more opportunity to become who I want to be.
If you want to connect with your inner champion to make the world a better place, then Galen is right for you.
I choose Happy Cow cheese because of its perfect portion sizes, and I can travel with it.
Because it's nice and soft and creamy, and it goes smooth on your bread.
I choose Happy Cow cheese because I eat it with my beans. I eat it with my fried jack. And you know why? Because it's nice.
Most of all, when you're on the plane, you know they only give you some crackers, and you could just take one out and enjoy it with Happy Cow cheese.
I'm Miss Baker, and I choose Happy Cow cheese because it goes well with all the stuff I bake.
Happy Cow cheese. Look for it in a store near you. Distributed in Belize exclusively by Emilio Ahmad and Sons Limited.
Here at Coop Sheet Metal, we believe our job is very essential in serving our customers. And that is just one reason why visiting us is an experience to be remembered.
Here at Coop Sheet Metal, we have a reliable fleet of trucks. We specialize in countrywide delivery of all our material.
Coop Sheet Metal is a family business that was started by my grandfather, who even had many of his machines hand-built decades ago to make our products the most reliable in Belize. Come visit us at our new facility on Iguana Creek Road, just past the Belize River leading to Spanish Lookout.
Welcome back to Morning Matters. This is definitely an interesting morning. When I started out saying it's an interesting morning, I did not realize how deep we would get. Mauricio, before we went to the break, you explained that your father was an activist and lost his life in March of this year. I don't want to get into the details unless you are willing, because I can imagine that that is a painful event. But I want to know, why do you continue in this scope of work knowing what the end result can be?
Para responder puntual, quizá no valga la pena, pero tenemos entendido de que pocas personas se dedicarán en la lucha contra la discriminación y el racismo, en contra la desigualdad en Guatemala, y también la discriminación idiomática que sufrimos, y todo tipo de problemas que como garífuna, como pueblo garífuna, estamos sufriendo y hemos sufrido durante años. Son pocos, entonces si me quito del camino, lo que va a pasar es que son pocas las personas que van a sumar a esto. Y
okay,
para mí,
this is a job, Rhonda, for very, very few, because not many people would be interested in doing this, to fight against discrimination, which is systemic and ongoing. But in his case, he isn't like really concerned about the end result. He doesn't know if it's worth the while, but he sees it as a need to continue focusing on issues that impact on the Garifuna community. And his fight against racism and discrimination will continue.
What are some of the precautions that he takes on a daily basis to ensure that he doesn't end up in the same place?
no tenemos ni una seguridad, ni una medida.
There's no measure, there's no security.
Vivo normal, camino normal por la calle.
So it's an everyday thing.
A lot of the times when we take on struggles, even small struggles within our own home or within our own personal lives, sometimes we put them aside because the burden becomes so much, and we don't risk losing our lives. We didn't lose our mother or father for it. So he has to have a special kind of heart, because this is not a fight for himself per se. He's a good, strong, upstanding Garifuna man. He doesn't, from the outside, one may say he doesn't need to be doing that, and yet he does it not for himself, but for his culture and his people. So I think we have to definitely tip our hats to him for that. I also want to start in this segment to talk about your latest creation. What is it and why did you create it?
I think the latter part of the question as to why I do it, I think that one of the reasons we're here, and also the importance of what my research shared, is the need for transformation. Transformation across the board. Transformation for a better world. Transformation that instead of having discriminatory policies, unequal opportunities, that the world can graduate to that place and space where humanity and our humanness or the humankind takes precedence over human greed, and have that space where we are more caring and sharing. I think that's the reason why I do what I do. I was reading up on the massacre in 1994, I think it was, in Rwanda, where the Hutu and the Tutsis were killing each other. Who is to say that it cannot happen in Belize? Because the people were all neighbors living in the same country. And it's based again on discrimination that came from somewhere else. In this case, for example, there's no difference between the Creole and the Garifuna as the Hutu and the Tutsis. And there hasn't been that platform where we speak about issues that have impacted us, that is a legacy from the colonial past. And it's a bold statement. Who can say it can't happen in Belize? It's a bold statement, and I'm aware of it. But unless we take those kinds of measures, unless we transform and change, and recognize that there are issues, then we can repeat massacres like what happened in Rwanda. It's an extreme, but I guess I see that to highlight the importance of that level of consciousness. And to answer your question more precisely, Rhonda, that's exactly why I produce certain art pieces. It's to make people think about, yeah, all people think about, right, about being their highest selves. It's altruistic.
Why is it important for you to do it?
For me to do it, I consider myself a medium. I think Frida began speaking to that earlier. I am guided by my ancestors. I am a vessel that is being used to uplift communities, to uplift people, putting people ahead of self. My life should be shouldn't be more important than your life. Your life and my life is equal. And my duty, based on a Garifuna tenet, Albo Amorono, I for you and you for me, is something that I think the world can emulate and learn from. Lest we can fall into the pitfalls of history and spiral downwards instead of advancing forward.
What is the piece that you created?
The name of it is Transformation.
What inspired
And what exactly all those issues have inspired me. The need to see a better Belize, a wealthier nation. Belize, I always repeat it, is an extremely wealthy country. And we must give due where due is deserved. We are still literally a very peaceful country. We have, of course, our difficulties, but all in all, there is still that hope and that chance to make Belize an even better place, as good as and even better than Singapore, for that matter. We are wealthier than Singapore by far. So once we begin to invest in our people and lift up that consciousness with the massive wealth that we have in terms of natural resources, Belize can be a beacon to the rest of the world. And that is my struggle. It is an abstract piece. It's made from rosewood, one of Belize's hardwoods. And it takes a very, very good finish. So I think the aesthetics of it is wonderful. It took quite a bit of time to get it from where it was, an old tree trunk on the farm, to a piece of art that will now be resident in the We Art Gallery Museum. And as you can see, it's right behind me. So whenever Rhonda tells me to take off the cloth, you'll be able to have a look at it.
Kindly take off the cloth.
I'll do that.
It's beautiful.
Tell me if you can see, if I need to bring it closer.
Aniha, wanagabon, ruchili, watiam. Aniha, rugaye, gahabuba, gahabuba, gahabuba. Biaganye wam, gahabu, walu. Aniha, wanagabon, ruchili, watiam. Aniha, wanagabon, ruchili, watiam.
Thank you very much.
Está bonita la obra de arte.
Okay, and now transformation is now a part of the universe. I would like Mauricio to maybe say a few words in Garifuna
Good
based
job.
on our
Good job.
spirituality. Mauricio, ¿se puede decir algunas palabras en garífuna? Quizás una pequeña oración para bautizar esta pieza para la comunidad garífuna y el mundo. Si tienes la bondad, lo puedes hacer ahora. I am asking to see a short prayer in Garifuna, Miss Rhonda, to welcome this piece to the world. Okay, Mauricio.
Luadi Marie, Surusia, Ludwig Palacios, Lida Iye Tegepenige, Pon Lusungubo, Lusungubo, Biti Wadai Manule Lusungubo, Wadai Manule Grevi Hayagiri Yaluti Hadigne.
Okay, ceremony abo, Mauricio. Thanks a lot for that. And now, Rhonda, this is transformation
Thank you.
in Rosewood.
I love that part of the culture just now. When you said you have to welcome it into the world. Why was that important? Because I think in my culture, I don't imagine that that would have been one of the things that we would have done. But I feel the value in it when you did it just now. But why was it important to welcome it in that fashion?
The Garifuna is a very spiritual people. Can I maybe defer that question to Frida? I guess she can speak a bit to that as well. But it's definitely based on the important and strong spiritual component of the Garifuna culture. Like I say, nothing is just physical. There is also that spiritual part that connect the reality with spirituality. And I guess in short, that's my answer.
Frida.
Lud, that piece is phenomenal. And it makes me want to sing. I am feeling inspired to sing Aniha Wanugabon, which is also a way of bringing a blessing to welcoming that piece into the universe. It existed before we knew that it existed.
Exactly.
Aniha Wanugabon, Ruchili Watiam. Aniha Rigaye, Gahabuba, 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 Biagaye Wam, Gahabu, Walu. Aniha Wanugabon, Ruchili Watiam. Aniha Wanugabon. Bugutili watiamo, ani harine, gahabuba, gahabuba, gahabuba. Yaguye wama, gahabuba.
Wow, that was beautiful.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will talk about the transformation that all of you would like to see come to reality, especially during this time. We're going to take a break and be back.
Lowen's Hardware in Placencia invites you to discover how affordable the distinctive look of quartz, granite, quartzite, and marble could be. With the best prices in Belize, far more styles to choose from, and over 80 colors, everyone from homeowners to hotel owners have turned to the experts at Lowen's Hardware for excellent craftsmanship and personalized service.
To me, granite is nature's painting, and I love my new countertops.
Contact us today at 523-4223 for your free estimate, or visit us on the Placencia Road in the Maya Beach area. Please note that we install and deliver countrywide. Lowen's Hardware, home of distinction, fabrication, and installation. New Buildings Limited is the company of choice when it comes to design, fabricating, and erection of wide-span metal buildings in Belize. At New Buildings, we have a team of well-trained professionals that can produce the most innovative and durable metal structures. Be it domestic or industrial buildings, we can get it done for you. We have put together some of the most outstanding metal structures in the country. We also do estimates and consulting. Visit New Buildings in Spanish Lookout or give them a call at 631-8723 or 610-5185. New Buildings Limited, the experts when it comes to metal structures in Belize.
La Isla Carinosa Key Cocker and La Isla Bonita San Pedro, how do you like your chicken? Quality style, always finger licking. It's a big splash for the kids. In fact, the whole family. Feed dinner tea. Quality poultry products are the cleanest and tastiest. #1 in innovation. Always looking out for our beloved Belizeans with unbeatable promotions. Now delivering straight to the keys in our newly built boat, guaranteeing freshness and top quality poultry products. Quality poultry products. This the Hawaii chicken.
I choose Happy Cow cheese because of its perfect portion sizes, and I can travel with it.
Because it's nice and soft and creamy, and it goes smooth on your bread.
I choose Happy Cow cheese because I eat it with my beans. I eat it with my fried jack. And you know why? Because it's nice.
Most of all, when you're on the plane, you know they only give you some crackers, and you could just take one out and enjoy it with Happy Cow cheese.
I'm Miss Baker, and I choose Happy Cow cheese because it goes well with all the stuff I bake.
Happy Cow cheese. Look for it in a store near you. Distributed in Belize exclusively by Emilio Ahmad and Sons Limited.
Me and my Marie Sharp in Brooklyn, New York.
Me and my Marie Sharps in Lake.
Me and my Marie Sharp in St. John's, Canada.
Me and my Marie Sharp, Weda, Guyana.
Me and my Marie Sharp in Chicago.
Me and my Marie Sharp at Hertfordshire, England.
Me and my Marie Sharps in Taipei, Taiwan.
Marie Sharp, world-class products produced in Belize. P-Tech has been in Belize now for more than 6 years. We specialize in residential and industrial high-quality glass windows and doors.
I chose P-Tech windows because they're the highest quality I can get.
I chose P-Tech windows because I'm quite impressed about the way they're manufactured. These are double pane glasses. They're called low E. That keeps out a lot of the heat.
Check us out at p-tek.com or give us a call at 671-3842. Hey girl, how you doing? With all that's going on, I needed something to add some color to my day, and Sawyer Paints did it for me. With their wide variety and low prices, I've been able to beautify my space both inside and out. Oh wow, do you know if they have paints for metal? They have paints for everything. They can also mix any color you want. You can visit them at number 12 Douglas Jones Street in Belize City, or if you wish, you can WhatsApp them at 673-3400 to place your order. They can arrange delivery for you wherever you are in the country. Sawyer Paints, exceptional quality at an affordable price.
Now, Frida, jump right in, hand, foot, and everything.
Self-awareness, self-acceptance, love of self is a major part of the lesson in the journey. How do we embrace the beauty and the essence we are when it isn't first nature?
Yes.
And so to experience witnessing being one to hear the voices and the essence of your inner self, to be able to be present with communicating with one's ancestors, is to know that they're present and alive within us. So there's no running away from the sacred honor of that.
How did you become so aware? Because in our regular existence, awareness seemed to be lacking. What made you, and what are some of the factors that makes you so aware and so passionate about it?
Well, you know, I think I am passionate about who I am because I do not have a choice.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you know what? Not having a choice about choosing other than myself is a blessing. To be able to, if I can say that I am Garifuna, and there's no question. If I say that I am Creole, then there might be a question. If I say that I am of Maya, there might be a question. Like, what make her Maya? What make her Creole? And certainly, okay, so she say that she's Garifuna, but if I say that I am Garifuna, when I have a great grandmother who is a Robinson, I have a great grandmother, no, then what an honor it is for me to be able to be accepting of all of the pieces that makes the beauty and the essence of who I am. It's empowering.
It is a proud thing, but I find even in everybody, depending on where they are physically, sometimes they may choose to be the Creole or the Maya or the Indian or the Garifuna, because that is what is expected in that realm. You are in a realm where I'm not sure what the people expect, but you didn't even care because you show up as yourself and you stuck to yourself.
Definitely. That for me, when I am donning my Garifuna attire, I am also mindful and aware that that I am of all of the other pieces, which for me, when I am speaking of indigenous people, my brothers and my sisters, my mothers and our fathers, that we're talking about humanity.
Right.
And so when we're speaking of transformation, I think have the conversation of how do we transform? How are we more accepting? And with the brother from Guatemala, why not him to stand up? Why not Dr. Ludwig? And why not me? Be able to stand in the presence of our ancestors, knowing that we stand and that we are lifted, that we are on their shoulders, that they've come before us, and that it is our responsibility to be able to speak up and say that we are not in support of being demonized, being disrespected, being dishonored, and that our lives matter. And so it had brought tears to my eyes. It brings tears to my eyes knowing that there continues to be suffering. And how can we continue to stand by without saying that that is not okay?
What is the first transformation that you would like to see?
That if it is important to us to be able to support preservation, the preservation of the Garifuna language, the preservation of our household languages, that it needs to be spoken first at home. So my message would be, loud oralila lula dumre honwa garifuna antida waba luligia bala adumre hoa funye ahel luti lube lawi wa guerrero garifuna.
Ligia.
So how do we honor ourselves when we betray the legacy that have been upon us? Garifuna is to survive on our watch. What is our responsibility to ensuring that we speak Garifuna in order to be able to preserve it and pass it on to our children and grandchildren, as it's our legacy. It's our wealth.
Dr. Palacio, I'm going to ask you to ask Mauricio the same question, and then you can answer after him, please.
Okay, just to show the embodiment of what Frida shared, the piece that's unveiled, Transformation, is accompanied by 2 other pieces, as you can see in the background. And it's also based on a Garifuna cosmovision that you are never alone. And no matter how big and strong you are, in this case, the powerful piece would be the one in the middle that's being unveiled, you are also reliant by others. You need help. So to left and right, Frida mentioned legacy. The one to my left is called Legacy. That's the name of that particular piece that I shared on your show before. And our legacy is extremely important. Also, if you could check out the wave, I don't know if you can see the art. Put the camera there. Okay, this piece right there, there's a wave. And that wave begins to the bottom, but as you can see, it goes down sometimes, but it tends to go continuously upward and forward. That is the transformation we're talking about, Ms. Rhonda. We want to be qualitatively better than where we began. We want to leave a legacy for the next generation, like Frida said, because we too have inherited a great legacy. And may I add that this particular piece represented Belize at the recent Carifesta in Trinidad and Tobago. So here we can see the beautiful marriage between art and culture. The other piece to the left and to my right is entitled Intertwine. Intertwine shows the human web and how we're connected as one humanity. That is the bottom line. Frida also mentioned our lives matter. That is extremely important as well, because of course, that is the truth. Our diversity is our strength. So I think these 3 pieces becomes the embodiment of our discussion today. Now, Mauricio, usted tiene que hablar un poquito, haciendo hincapié en lo que había dicho Frida sobre la necesidad de continuar nuestros legados, la cultura. Y quizás es apropiado que usted menciona, por ejemplo, Sugarara, el libro que escribiste precisamente sobre la necesidad de conservar el idioma. Tienes la palabra.
Sí, lo que decía mi Frida sobre continuar el legado es muy importante. Creo que cada uno de nosotros estamos trabajando en nuestros campos. Logramos cubrir un campo, pues el otro compañero cubre otro y ahí vamos para que el legado pueda permanecer. Sabemos de que como garífunas somos pocos.
Okay.
En cada país, no digamos a nivel mundial.
Okay, déjame explicar un poquito. Piggybacking on what Frida just shared, Mauricio is a writer and he wrote a book entitled Let's Speak, Learn, and Teach Garifuna. So obviously he is saying that each of us in our own space are doing what we can to ensure that the great legacy that we have inherited from our ancestors can continue on to the next generation.
Ya, en mi campo, en otro campo, también trabajo sobre el rescate del sistema musical de la cultura garífuna. Ya, ir grabando las músicas clásicas de la cultura garífuna con tambor, maracas y todos los instrumentos musicales que se usaban en aquel tiempo, ¿no? Las tortugas de igual forma. Y yo he tratado de aportar en lo que he podido para que esto vaya permaneciendo.
Okay. He's also recording the Garifuna songs that he can get for posterity. So that's another thing that he's involved with at the moment. You capturing the different genres of Garifuna music, paranda, ¿qué otro género? Paranda, ¿qué más? Punta. So
sí,
okay, so the different genre of Garifuna music, he's actively recording those for posterity.
Where can people find his work?
¿Dónde pueden hallar su trabajo, Mauricio?
La mayor parte de mi trabajo está en Facebook. Aquí está mi libro.
So that's the cover page of his book, and you can find him on Facebook.
Escribí 2 diccionarios para rescate.
He has written 2 dictionaries, español a garífuna.
Sí, este es el libro. Está en
That's
inglés
the book.
también.
And there's also an English version to this book.
Está en inglés. Garífuna, español, inglés. Escribí
So it's in Garifuna, Spanish and English.
Y 2 diccionarios.
If people want to purchase his book, where can they find it?
¿Dónde puede comprar tu libro?
Está en la página de Asójiga.
¿De cuál?
Asociación de Idioma y de la Cultura Garífuna. En página en Facebook lo pueden encontrar en Asójiga. Entonces, ahí es que se pide el libro y lo hacen llegar. Son 3 libros diferentes para el aprendizaje del idioma garífuna. Yo en un rato le mando.
Okay, so he can send you the exact link, but it's on Facebook. And the 3 different books that he has written can be purchased via Facebook with a specific link that he's going to share with you.
I encourage people to follow this link at the bottom of the screen. This is where you can see Mauricio's work and perhaps purchase his books so that you can share in supporting the cause. That is one way to share in supporting the cause. We're running low on time now.
Okay.
Frida, you are into filmmaking business. You are into putting on the culture in real time.
Yes.
For somebody that's out there that's interested in joining the cause or maybe wanting to express their creation, how can they contact you?
www.garifunafilmfestival.com. That's our website. Email info@garifunafilmfestival. And soon enough, I think in about a month or so, we'll be accepting new submissions to be screened at the 10th annual Garifuna Film Festival.
When is it going to be, the 10th annual Garifuna Film Festival?
So the 10th annual is going to be in 2021. And at this time, 2020, with the pandemic, we're going virtually. So we have a series that we are going to be presenting. And so please feel free to join us.
What day will it be showing? What's the platform? How can people get it?
So via Zoom on the 6th November, if I can say that, we are presenting Dr. Andoni Perez with, oh my God, with his research, his finding about the Garifuna. And this research isn't like the information that we are accustomed to hearing. He's currently in the United Kingdom and just published a book, and so I am one of the distributors. So feel free to reserve your book. It's actually behind me. I am very excited for us as a people to be able to know that even in Yorume we were princesses and princes.
No.
And Shakia was a king.
This is something that I'm sure that most people would want to see. This is a part of the celebration. This is a part of the education. So how can they access the link? Is there a cost to the link? And what time will it be showing?
So it's going to be at 5 p.m. I'll be able to inbox and share the link with you if you don't mind. It will be the easiest way for individuals to be able to register. It's free of charge. If they're interested in making a donation, fine. But we want to be able to have individuals hear Dr. Andoni of his research about his findings about the Garifuna.
I will be right there in the front row watching. Okay.
Looking forward.
Thank you for sharing with us this morning. Dr. Palacio, any final words?
Final words. I think that Belize and the world is at a very important crossroads. We must understand that we have to conserve and promote our cultures, but also Belize is a melting pot. The world is a melting pot. So the more integration we have, the better. That is the kind of transformation that needs to occur. You mentioned a little bit about fear in one of our conversations during the break. I think it's actually very important because it's not only you. All of us have had that element of fear. I will share a very, very short story. When I was 18, I went to San Benito Puerto as a teacher. That's 1981, the year for independence. So you can do the math. And there was a young lady in my class that I was teaching. This was the upper division. And, you know, as young people, they joke around and things like that. But she said it in Quechua. She said, Nakati Moes. Of course, our Quechua speakers will know what that means. And I got extremely mad because I accused her of cursing my mother. Now, that shouldn't have been, because then if we were in a situation where we share each other's cultures, that wouldn't have happened. I shouldn't have gotten mad. So I was at the point of doing something really crazy when I decided I better go to my the teacher's residence. It wasn't much of a no luxury, basic running facility, no running water, no toilet, nothing. That was the reality that the Garifuna teachers had to endure. And I am the last crop of that. So you could imagine what happened before that. Went to the principal, who spoke Quechua quite well. I should call his name, the late John Paulino Sr., and he began laughing when I told him what the young lady said. And he laughed and he couldn't stop. He said, "Oh, Mr. Palacio, man, all the young lady says that she likes her teacher. Look at that, right? You know, so there I got mad, and this young lady was saying that she liked me. We could have a situation where each part of Belize have a chance where students can go across the country as part of the curriculum. Maybe COVID isn't the right time. I don't know how we can make that space. But here's an opportunity where we can all appreciate each other's culture, enjoy each other's food, and that will definitely eliminate the fear. Whatever fear that might have been there would go away. Nothing beats speaking another person's language. It opens all doors.
I absolutely love it. I like the transformation, and I think the transformation can start now. I mean, it has started before now, but this will continue the transformation. It will continue to open up the conversation, and this is the most appropriate time If people are interested in viewing your art, they can make their way down to Punta Gorda. This is the perfect time to go. You can go, you can learn, you can have a conversation with Dr. Palacio, you can see the piece. I encourage you to go and see the piece, take a picture with the piece, and promote the piece, because the piece promotes peace and transformation. For that, Dr. Palacio, I say thank you. Don't be surprised if I come to PG to take a picture with the piece as well, because I think it is that important, especially in a time like this. Everybody in this room, I say thank you for stopping and sharing not only your stories, but the education that you did this morning. Dr. Palacio, thank you for bringing this group together. Quite a different bunch, but guess what? We got off on a good note. We shared a good story, and I think that we can all see ourselves in each other. And for that, I am grateful. Again, I say thank you.